If you're a voter in Bozeman, you probably received a ballot that looks a little bit like this. And with a lot of items on this ballot, it might be confusing as to where's this funding going.
Yeah, I certainly can't tell people how to vote, but I can tell you to vote.
I met up with Bozeman Public Schools Superintendent Casey Bertram, who says Montana schools receive about 80% of funding from the state. But when it comes to covering all expenses, including inflation, districts often need voter support.
And then to get to your full funding, full inflationary cap of 3% this year, you have to go to the voters for that final 20%.
Bozeman voters are deciding three major items: an elementary general fund levy, a high school general fund levy, and a building reserve levy. Bertram says the 90% of the general fund levy pays for all staff salaries.
We know that that 490,000, when spread across our 1,200 employees, doesn't keep up with cost of living in Bozeman, but it's certainly, we want to maximize the dollars for all of our individual employees.
There's already a building reserve levy in place, but it expires in June. The new proposal is about $300,000 higher.
About 15% of just inflation. Things cost more, especially in the building world, than they did 6 years ago.
Bertram says this funding pays for things you see and some things you don't see.
Playground upgrades, sidewalk repairs, things of that nature. And then a lot of behind the scenes things like HVAC system upgrades and boiler replacements and electrical and plumbing upgrades.
With the average home value in Bozeman at about $760,000, the increase is relatively low after existing levies expire.
For example, on a $1 million home in Bozeman, and there's a lot of $1 million homes now in Bozeman, it would cost about $87.50 a year. But what's coming off the tax rolls is $76.10. So that $1 million home for the building reserve is actually only $11.40 a year.
And voters have to make sure they get their ballots in by May 6th at 8 p.m. In Bozeman, Megan Elaine, MTN News.